He's toasty. This is true South football weather.
I've got my jacket off already, ready for this one.
I'm sweating a little bit.
You're courageous buttoning it up as we button up, and we're ready for this one. Liberty won the toss. They defer. Fair catch called by Jacksonville State. 17-10 to UCF, a Power 4 opponent. 18-1 in their last 19 home openers. The early handoff to Cook changes direction. Dives forward. Over from TCU. This time Wimsatt keeps it. Rushes to his left. Slides for the first down. They give it to Cook. He's trying to go out wide, and an excellent open field tackle. Brylan Green defense. 2nd and 9 for the Gamecocks. They hand it off to Cook once more. Fights for some tough yardage. That'll set up a manageable 6 of 10 for 70 yards and 2 first downs in third down situations last week. Backfield empties, goes over the top to the 6'8 target, but Johnson can't haul it in. And he's going to give this an honest shot. Smith to the outside, picks up a block, eludes the tackle, able to race to the outside. Sitting in the pocket, he gets exploded. Ball pops free. Jacksonville State all over it. That's Miles Butler. Continues their momentum. Prime real estate for Wimsatt. It's Cook, makes a tackler miss, still on his feet. Oh, look at Cook go! To this game. It's Coombs in motion. They go to Cook once more, trying to keep the legs churning, but Hamsley moves over to the other side of the formation. It's the handoff to the backup back. Andrew Paul puts it in for the first score of the game.
Cook finishes it off. Nice job by the running back, lowering the pads to get in the end zone.
Garrison Ripa to tack on the extra point. Ripa sends it through Jacksonville State.
So the running back Cook can come right inside. Good job by Hamsley just
to come back and find some momentum on offense. Gray will get a chance. He's trying to go east and west, not moving north. Force out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Gamecocks. 2nd and 9. 5-man rush. They're going after Vasco. He just has to sling it. Vasco has got some time, sets his feet, delivers it behind the receiver. One of the most athletic members of Jacksonville State, Gabe Glover, back to return it. He's going to call for the fair catch at the 49-yard line, 43 yards on the punt. Cook comes down in motion, gets the fake on the handoff. It's going to be Wimsatt's going to get a couple of blockers in front of him, trying to find a hole, reverses course. Liberty gets to him, and a critical tackle by a yard line for Liberty. Vasco rolling out to his right, has Smith near the flat, and a big time in motion. Vasco looking for Smith, but it's the slant to Casey Kane, and a first down for Liberty. Vasco, pressure in his face, avoids it, keeps it alive over the top. Julian Gray! It's Gray racing towards the end zone, and Liberty strikes back.
Up and then right up the sideline. Gray is too speedy, too fast, too dynamic. Gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Big time.
Of course, the former receiver outruns Aiden Thompson. It's the longest pass play.
These programs are very similar.
The backup quarterback, Caden Creel, thought about throwing it for a second, and he'll dance out of it. Creel now will motion to the backfield alongside Wimsatt. They fake it to Creel. Wimsatt keeps it himself, and a pair of signal callers can't get much going there. As for the Liberty defense, if they can force the 3 and out. It's a 4-man rush. They go to the ground and pull down immediately. See the 72-yard touchdown to Julian Gray. They hand it off once more, and it opens up. Williams lowers the shoulder, cycloning forward, fighting, bringing defenders. He's in the backfield as Dickens chops his feet. They go to Williams once more, but the many running backs that Liberty boasts, one of 2 backs joining Vasco. Vasco rolling to his right over the top. Vasco wants to go down the field. It's picked up. Miles Butler with the 2nd turnover of the game in Jacksonville State.
Has to look off the coverage there if he's going to make a throw like that on 3rd down.
Wimsatt rolling to his right. Hits Johnson, the 6'8 receiver, galloping down the field.
Where he has an advantage.
They say he's very fluid in and out of his breaks with this size. Wimsatt going to keep it himself. Wimsatt bullies his way forward, and that's... Coombs comes down in motion. Wimsatt has to pump fake, pressure, just has to get rid of it. The handoff to Cook, moving forward, bulldozes the defender until he's finally stopped. They go to Cook, runs off tackle, and it's Cook waltzing into the end zone. 11 yards on the score, and another pre-snap shift by this Liberty offense. Add an extra bit of muscle to the line as Austin Henderson gets down a three-point stance, but it's Dickens the carry, more than enough for the first down as he...
And find your speedy wideouts.
Vasco handing it off to, just stood up and leveled in the backfield. Dickens. We mentioned possible thunderstorms brewing. However, it's the slant to Kane once again.
And Cook comes right behind, C70, or getting his feet in the ground, the hands inside, left with the speed around the edge. Great play by the running back.
6 plays, 53 yards. Extra point is good. As off coverage now, Vasco, just a quick little strike. Easy catch, Jamari Person, his first reception.
It's a nice play on first down for Liberty. That's when this offense can really get rolling. You have to stay out of third down and long with Ethan Vasco.
Liberty being much more mindful, letting that play clock wind down a little bit more. Vasco keeps it, has got some protection, tries to go over the top to Gray. Instead, it's Dickens in motion. They sling it out to him on the flat. He's got a couple of blockers. Dickens crawling forward out of bounds on blue, and then you also have Jacob Jenkins, and as you said, they're going under center on 4th and 2. They bobble the handoff. Vasco ripped down for a loss. As lightning has now been present, and the NCAA rule, if there's lightning within 8 miles of the stadium, the game will be delayed, and so we will take
all the momentum before the break, but can they get it back right here on third down?
3rd and 2. Wimsatt keeps it, lurches forward. Wimsatt, the toss out to Cook, who has to corral it. Then he slips. An excellent tackle made by the 40-yard line. They give it to Cook. Cook having to go backwards, but breaks a couple of tackles. You're right back into action. So on 2nd and 3. It's Hamsley and Paul in the backfield. They give it to Paul, follows his lead blocker.
Ball here down the stretch.
Wimsatt faces the toss. One-on-one outside. It's the big target, Johnson. Well defended on the perimeter. This one is from 50. Calm wind. Ripa, the kick. Oh, he rips it. They've started inside their own 15-yard line. It's a handoff to Dickens. Dickens gets to the edge. Excellent block by Williams. Dickens cuts it up. Dickens sprinting out to...
You score, and they have a chance to double up here, scoreboard before halftime to get the ball back.
Excellent catch in traffic and taking the contact.
Rush, but you do got to play with some tempo.
Vasco going to look to pass. It's the slant route. Person picks up the first down. The handoff to Dickens.
Pull the feathers a little bit, get them thinking about the defensive line moving in front of them.
Just a 3-man rush. They drop 8. Vasco has time, trying to thread the needle. Broken up. It's Julian Gray that moves to the slot. Appears to be zone coverage. Gray trying to get over the top, gets to the end zone. Gray with the catch, but a flag on the play. And Jacksonville State pointing in the direction of Liberty. Charles Kelly.
You can see the left arm here. Just holds on a little bit too long, throws the defensive tackle down. You just can't do it. And Vasco was going to get that ball out without the holding.
They rush 5. It's the slant route. Person lowers the shoulder. Person fighting forward. It's not going to be enough for the first down. But Liberty down 1 possession before half. And a timeout comes from the Jacksonville State sideline. And snap good, hold good. Billingsley, the kick is up. Vasco keeps it. Vasco's going to tuck it and run for the first down as he... Vasco hands it off to Dickens once more, and Dickens batters his way forward. But now with third down coming up here, what do you think? Because Gray motions to the other side of the formation. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Vasco has a wide open pocket. It's collapsing though. In hot pursuit, chasing him down. Jawan. Gabe Glover back to receive. Glover gonna motion for the fair catch.
On the ground. Why not take the chance there to get some momentum on your side, especially coming out of halftime. You just got Jacksonville State with the lead.
Well, so far this defensive line will be some positive revisionist history on that. 5 for 23 yards passing. They look to go to the air again. Sliding catch made across the middle.
Athleticism.
Now it's a first down for Jacksonville State. Here's Wimsatt. Gets to the next level. Wimsatt sprinting down the sideline.
Confidence is going. He can play like one of the best quarterbacks in this conference.
Cook puts his foot in the ground, goes north and south, keeps his balance, dancing to the outside, racing towards the pylon. The ground. They go to Cook, trying to push his way into the end zone, won't get it.
Behind the tight ends on the right side.
Wimsatt to Cook. Cook trying to force his way in, and no Liberty. Cook, third time leaping over, and Cook continues to sizzle his second score.
Look here, when there's not a ton of movement by the O-line, you got to find a way to get in. Jumps right over.
349, Ripa through the uprights. That is UAB and Navy coming up next. The midshipmen, an impressive week 1 victory, taking on an American foe. And over the top, whoa, one-handed catch. Third down and 9, huge play for Vasco. He has to retreat, pipes it across the middle of the field. What a catch made by Person. It's Von Blue. Gray delivering a block on the perimeter. Springs Blue. Vasco, quick throw to the outside. It's Canyon. Oh, it's wide open. Sprints towards the sideline. Blue comes across in motion. Vasco wants to go over the top to Canyon, and Canyon pushing away. They rush for Vasco. The side's collapsing, able to escape out. Vasco galloping towards the end zone. Vasco takes the hit.
Dropped out. That's the benefit when you have a quarterback who's versatile, who can stand in the pocket. Vasco takes a big hit.
Tyron Taylor delivered it, and that was kind of no man's land for Vasco. Do I go for it? Do I get out of bounds? Williams, the lone back. They go to Williams, stopped well short. Last couple of years, and scoring under 28. Late strike, no.
I'd like to see Ethan Vasco on the move here. Get him out of the pocket, let him run the football if it's there.
Vasco trying to move, but loses his footing and then is ripped down. Helmet pops off from 35 earlier. No good. Wide